Alright, today's video is about some knives I've been making. Been doing other videos about me forging these knives. They're done, the sheaths are done. I want to do a video on the knives, starting from the smallest to the largest. Just a little utility knife. These are made from, there's the sheath, bed frame steel, which is really a pretty good spring steel. Very sharp. I've used these, like using them. It's just a good little knife to have around. All of my knives that you see are made to be not shiny, not glitzy. They're going to be marketed under the afterfall name, which means kind of after the fall of civilization or whatever. And these are going to be rustic, rougher knives you'll find that are being made after the fall of civilization. And this is just a little utility knife. I think this has oak handles. Seax design, I really like that design. Really nice knife. This is stained dark. And you'll see this on the other knife I'm going to show you. You can wear these around your neck or on your belt. This one is, I rigged it up for around the neck. Same type of knife, just green handle, different cordage on the sheath. A little bit larger blade, a little bit larger handle. This one would be good for a smaller person with a smaller hand. These are really useful around camp, preparing food, carving green wood or hardwood. Really nice knife, really like these. Okay, my next knife is kind of a camp knife. I make sheaths and everything. This knife, like these knives, when I quench them, I leave them a little bit hard, which means you don't want to pry with them, they'll break. But by leaving them hard, yeah, it's harder to get an edge on them. But once you do, it's hard to dull that edge. It stays on longer. I've used this around the kitchen. Super sharp. Nice feel in the hand. Really like this knife. This is one of my... Didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. Started using it, and it's really good. All of the sheaths that you see, and that's why they're not tapered, are left or right-handed. So if you're a lefty, no problem. Or if you're wearing it on a different side of a different side than you normally do, it will accommodate that. Now I'm getting into my bigger knives. Again, ambidextrous sheath. All of these blades except for that one are off the Seax design. I really like it. These are made from leaf springs of a small car. Red handle, nice feeling handle. This knife is pretty thick. Can be used for regular camp stuff around the camp, but what this is good to carry if you're out, especially in the bush. You can take some pretty good limbs off of trees, hack yourself off some tinder to start a fire. It's got more of a chisel type blade, or a axe blade I should say. It's pretty thick, but really good hefty knife. This one you can baton with. You can beat the crap out of this thing and it just doesn't care. My last blade, I'm going through these because I'm trying to keep this video short. I have a tendency to ramble like I'm doing now. My hand and a half machete. Okay, the sheath. Ambidextrous. Flip the blade over, it'll accommodate it. Belt loop. It also has this. So if you want to strap this to your leg, cord, a belt, whatever you want to put in here, it already is set up for that. You don't have to attach some gimmick on it. It already has it. Now this blade, as you can see, it's a monster. It's a big blade. It's kind of heavy. Good grip. Gives you a good grip two-handed. I wanted something you could put a lot of power into it. The edge profile is more like a hatchet, kind of in between a hatchet and a regular blade. This is for going through thick wood. This is for going through heavy stuff. This is for taking care of a pig that doesn't want you in his area, or a bobcat, or something else. This is very sharp. If you've got to thrust this, you can thrust it. Regular machete, they're not good thrusters. This can be used as a machete, as a short sword. You can use it to do fine work if you have to. I would go to a smaller blade, but this is capable of doing it. This is just kind of like your workhorse. Clearing brush, getting larger limbs out of the way, or cutting it up to be used. Another thing with this blade, this is not sharpened. You can grab it like this and use it as a draw knife or a push blade. Either way, you can use it for more than one purpose in bushcraft. This gets a lot of attention when people see it. They really like it. It is a little bit heavy, but it's meant to be that way because I want the weight to cut through some pretty big stuff. All of this is, I do it myself. I do the handles, I do the sheath, I do the wraps. This is, I think it's poplar wood. The handle is oak, but oak gets even heavier. Oh, I take that back. This is actually pine that I stained. I used the pine because it's lighter. This is poplar. Oh, that's not good. And these are pine for the weight. But there they are. These have been my two popular knives. People like these. I make this in this length, and some are a little bit longer than this, depending on what you want. By being able to make the blades, if a customer wants a certain length, I can go ahead and make it whatever length. Change the handle dimensions a little bit. But anyway, there they are. Eventually I'll have a stable online store for these. But if anybody's interested, just drop me a message. But those are my latest ones. And I'll be putting some more out and doing videos on them too. But thanks for watching.